Hi friends, it is day 2 of the Get to Know Me 30-day series, and today I'm going to be sharing 3 things that make me me. And I would love it if you could share the 3 things that make you you in the comments below. These are all heavy, so like trigger warning, I'm sorry. I didn't plan it this way, I didn't ask to live this life, what I was given. So without further ado, let's get into it. So number 1, I am adopted, and I was adopted into a family with a mother who loves me in her own way, and I am very grateful for my parents, but my mother taught me to hate my body. I don't remember a time I didn't hate my body. I have been in therapy for a very long time to recover those kinds of behaviors, if you get what I'm saying. It has also made me change how I look at other people and how I think about other people's bodies and how I think about how other people think about their bodies, if that makes sense. I now, at this point in my life, am no longer able to be here for people who want to talk shit on their own bodies, want to talk shit on other people's bodies. We're just born into these meat suits. We didn't get to choose them. I'm 5 feet tall. Do you think I want to be 5 feet tall? Do you think I want to be in menopause at 36 years old? Do you think, like, no, I didn't choose this. This is what I was given. This is what I evolved into, and here I am. I don't like when people are negative about themselves or other people's bodies, and that kind of just like bleeds into all of our choices. I don't like it when people want to infringe upon other people's choices, their rights, their abilities with their bodies. Let me do me and I'll let you do you, and we can just love each other. The next thing that makes me me is that I was raised in a very, very, very strict religious household. I left because I got pregnant the first time that I had sex, which was super cool for me. I was asked to no longer come to Young Women's or Sunday school with my peers, and I just realized that, like, hey, Jesus wouldn't have done that. That started my deconstruction at 16 years old, and I left. It's helped me gain a lot of empathy and compassion for other people, but it's also helped me set some really good boundaries. Like, I didn't allow my son to be baptized because I didn't believe in it, and I wasn't going to force him into something like that. Constructing that religion, figuring out who I am, figuring out, you know, what I actually believe, how a Christ-like figure would have actually treated people. That was a huge part of who I am today. And as much as I wish that I wouldn't have gone through a lot of those scenarios when I was growing up, I am glad that it led me to where I am, because it allowed me to be a much more compassionate, present, and loving mother. Okay, my last one does have a pretty big trigger warning to do with infant loss. So if you don't want to hear about that, this is not the video for you. In 2016, I lost my daughter. I lost a pregnancy due to placenta increta, which is a very invasive condition where basically my placenta ate through the walls of my uterine lining and into my body cavity and caused me to almost go septic and die. And again, this is in 2016, so Roe v. Wade was still a precedent that was set, so I was able to get help when I needed it. But I ended up hemorrhaging before my appointment was scheduled and almost died. And I have like a zipper belly now, and my scar goes all the way up. Like, it's a nightmare. Going through all of that and then coming out the other side, it changed my belief system like you would not believe. It changed how I looked at other people, changed how I thought about like the law and laws and the Constitution. It changed how I thought about women's bodies and the legal system, deciding what we do and don't get to do with our bodies, because my situation was so crazy that, like, obviously a lot of people would be like, oh, she needs help. It made me realize how hard it is for people to actually take women seriously in the medical arena, and also how often we are ignored and kind of pushed to the side, which then causes us to literally die. And I got very lucky. All the timing of when I hemorrhaged and went to the hospital and all these things happened, it happened at a shift change. I happened to be closest to a level 1 trauma center. I got really lucky that my life was able to be saved, because I had been at any other hospital in the state, I would have died. And if I didn't have those doctors there when they were there, if I didn't have double the anesthesiology team, double the nurses, like, they literally used everyone available. They life flighted a doctor from the U of U hospital to IMC to work on me, because it was like 12, 13 hours in surgery and I was still hemorrhaging. It just kind of made me realize, like, there's so much nuance to this. Having a blanket, like, yes or no law is going to kill people. It just kind of shaped my empathy and my worldview. Not only was I dealing with like that whole side of the medical side of it, but my daughter, I was 22 weeks pregnant, my daughter died. It was very traumatic, obviously. I went around for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, so depressed. I had postpartum depression because my body, like my milk came in, okay? Like I was miserable. I had postpartum depression, I had regular depression, I had very complex post-traumatic stress. We had just closed on our house and I got laid off from my job like a month after. So all of this stuff was happening. It was just this huge wake-up call, which I'm sorry that it took me that long to get there. It was this wake-up call that was just like, you never know what someone is going through. If you want to judge someone, they may be on their very worst day. And I don't know how many times I was judged for seeing a baby in the grocery store and bursting into tears and sobbing and having a panic attack, because that is what would happen to me at the beginning. To the point where I didn't leave my house. I didn't shower for days and days and days. And my husband, bless his heart, told me that I was getting slobby. Do you think I'm ever gonna forget that? No. But the point was, I fell apart. And then I realized like, oh, at any given time, there's gonna be someone around me who's also falling apart. And because I had been so like me, my situation, and I wasn't thinking about my community, it changed me. Now, it's second nature for me to think about everyone around me differently. It sucks that it took that kind of a wake-up call to get there, but I am really grateful for it, and it has made me the girl's girl that I am today. It's made me the community member that I am today. It's made me the sister, the aunt, the mother, the wife that I am today, because I had to learn really fast how important it was to give almost unconditional empathy to other human beings. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I think make me me. This is the longest video I think I'll ever make on here, and that's kind of cringe and embarrassing. So if you're ever like, why does she believe this? Or why is she so gung-ho about this law or about this Supreme Court ruling or whatever? It's like, well, I lived it. I also understand how important it is that other people are given the same consideration, love, empathy, and kindness that I was given, just based on sheer luck. Probably had to do with color of my skin, with where I lived, and the general income of my family. Like there was a lot that went into it, and I recognize that, and now I'm trying to bring awareness to that for other people. So, heavy day 2. Let's hear it from you guys.